Okay, sorry about the delay if anybody's been waiting at all. I tried to do this through Explorer and it would not cooperate at all. So I'm back on Chrome. I was kind of hoping I could find Mike Thomas today because kind of got a little bit of a train set up for him. JNC, hey, what's up, guys? James Ward, hello, how you doing? You have any idea how many James Wards you find when you type in James Ward? I'll tell you what, there's one or two, just a few. But like I was saying, hey, Blizzard, how you doing? Yeah, she's not going to haul all them cars. She's going to try. She's not going to make it. I was hoping Mike Thomas was around. I wanted to show him a little bit of stuff I've been doing. If I can get it to work. I got a little bit of a setup going, but not much. You've been watching a lot of trains lately? Yeah, mine's not much of a channel. I just been trying to learn how to use a DCC controller. And I'm not having a whole lot of luck, but I got a decent one. It's the NCE Power Cab, and it works pretty good. But I'm a novice at it. This stuff has changed so much from the days when I was a kid and used to do it. But I don't have much of a layout. Just two sets of track. Trying to decide whether to move this puppy out into the man cave or not. But to be honest with you, if I put it out there in the man cave, I think the temperature variations are going to hurt it more than help it. So I don't know what to do about that. But anyway, so how's things going? I reckon you ain't doing too much fishing right now, huh? Nordic Blue RC, hello. Let me get you wrenched up, my friend. Give you a little denim spanner, as Ice Spike likes to call it. Let me get engine number 606 headed out real quick. I get him running around the track and then open up the two switches. Now I don't have to worry about him hitting the other train again. But snowing and blowing, yeah. It might be time for y'all to hunker down for the winter. Make it rain. Hey, how we doing? I don't know if I've got you or not. And there's no way I can do it when I'm running the show, except to write that down and make note. Hope that puppy's not making too much noise. And I can take care of that pretty quick. Well, you can't shut the bell off. Yeah, I can. Hopefully you're not picking up that engine noise. Yeah, that should hook you guys up. James, how's it going, man? Have you been doing any more guitaring? I stopped in your live feed the other day. You were looking pretty good there, young man. Yeah, you probably did. I go there quite a bit. And I also go into Doug's when he's on. And I just looked on. I didn't see anybody from the hub or any place else I go on. So I decided to pop on for the afternoon for a little bit. get any more guitars, James? Okay, well, I'm going to turn this back around this way so I don't get all that glare off the TV. There we go. That's better. Oop, I don't want to do that. Yeah, everybody check everybody's channels out, man. Lots of good people out here, got lots of good content. And this is leftover from this morning when I was in Roger's feed. I hope Roger gets all his stuff moved. I can't wait to see the new layout. If you hear that loud noise, that's rain. It's raining like a cow going on a flat rock. On and off. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Really do. Oh, here comes Henry. What's up, Henry? What you looking for, buddy? Huh? If you're looking for mommy, she's gone. She made chicken soup, took it to the daughter. What's up, buddy? Hey, come here. Come here. Henry. He says, I hear that train. Where's it at? Silly little guy. Oh. So everybody's got bad weather from what I hear. A lot of folks up north are getting snow. We're getting pouring down rain down here. I don't know if anybody's getting a chance to whoop. Might be, might not be. I haven't been able to fly in forever. I almost forgot how to start a DJI drone. Got some, but it didn't stick, huh? Well, that means no days off from school, buddy. I remember snow days. Down here we have weather days, but they're for other reasons. We don't have snow days, though. If we get snow, it don't last but about 3 or 4 hours usually. Every once in a while, it'll last a day, and that's it. Well, I kind of miss watching you guys fish live. Actually, I'm kind of wondering how Mars's French-made outfit's going to do on that now that it's being looked at by a professional person that sends things viral. Could be very interesting. Did you all hear the news about Stan Lee? That's a sad thing. One channel already did a toast to him. He was 95 years old, or in his case, he was 95 years young. But he's going to be sorely missed. Yep. The Marvel films just ain't going to be quite the same without that cameo appearance from him. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've got several, but this is my favorite one. I'll probably wear it till it wears out. No, you don't, but 95, that's a good long time. That would let me see my grandson graduate college. You got that right. May he rest in peace. Imagine what his autograph will cost now. If somebody's got something that was autographed by him, prices just went way up. That's a shame. Yeah, I've known a couple of my wife's relatives that have almost made it to 100. And they are truly amazing people. Well, that's true. Yeah, I know they can recreate, but it ain't the same. Yeah, I know they took Carrie Fisher and put her in there as Princess Leia and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, they can do it. They can do anything with CGI. They can put anybody's face on anybody's body and do some amazing things. But it just ain't quite the same. But it would be a tribute to him to keep him in those movies. Probably he would probably think that would be a great tribute, I would think. Mercy funds. Sorry if I missed you come in. Trifocals suck, by the way, guys. There is no good piece to look through to look at a computer screen from this distance. Yeah, I don't know about that, bud. I don't know if they can do that, but if they can do it for you, let me know, because I could use at least another 30 off. At least that much. Get rid of some of this Dunlap's disease. I got to find a way to shut that puppy off. I think if I go like this. No, maybe not. He's got no power because I've got him sitting on the side rail. Oh, well. Not bothering you guys, I hope. I can still hear it. Yeah, but you got to admit, 95, man saw a lot. He really did. I don't know. Oh, let me see if I can. There we go. That's a little better for me. Yeah, this is a bad time of day to run a stream. I tried to run it with Explorer, found out that I don't have the add-on to run Hangouts on Explorer, so I'll just stick with Chrome. Although my Chrome crashed twice today. Yeah, if you watch that clock, it'll go even slower. I try not to ever look at the clock in my office. That thing just will drive you nuts. Kind of like the watch pot. It never boils. The watch clock never moves, it seems. Makes the day last a whole lot longer. Yeah, that might be why it froze up. I don't know. Let me see if I can get this puppy moving again. And if he's going to run, he's going to make noise. He might as well run around the track. Yeah, that's what I've heard about it. I heard it's memory intensive. And this laptop's an HP. It don't have a whole lot of memory. I did find a nice Dell, but it's a gaming laptop, and I don't have any use for everything it had. But then again, I guess just because it's for gaming doesn't mean I can't use it for this. Right now I'm just messing around a little bit, big guy. I've got a couple of DCC locomotives that I got. Got a little freight train you're fixing to see go by. Of course, it's going by backwards on the screen. But they're N gauge. I don't have enough room for HO. And those two cars that it's hauling are called graffiti cars. They actually have graffiti on the side. I fell in love with those. I had to have them. 2AF TVs and our life. Hello. Let me give you a denim spanner, my friend. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, it'd be good for video. So I guess it wouldn't. It wasn't too expensive. The Post Exchange had it, but it was a little outside my bandwidth as far as money goes. You're welcome, sir. Well, thank you for coming in. And if you have a chance, reach over there and pound on that up key or pound on that down key. Either one counts. I know Dan the Man, Drone Worship, was in here this morning, and he was talking about how he gave up on trying to get rid of them. He says they actually help your site. It don't bother me one way or the other. I just don't understand why people even bother coming in someplace just to drop a thumbs down. Just stay out. But there's some people who come in every day knowing what you're going to be talking about, knowing what you're doing, and they're still going to come in and drop you a dislike. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to pay a pretty good premium just because they did build it to do games, and I don't do games, but there again, like I said, it's probably really good at doing streams, though. My biggest problem with my stream is bandwidth, and man, I wish I could just find somebody else, but I can't. The only thing I've got is DSL from CenturyLink, and they refuse to upgrade it. They upgraded the Switch, but for some reason they're saying it's not available. It's ridiculous. The funniest thing was the technician told me, well, that's because they outsource all their marketing and whatnot. So there's the people that are actually signing people up aren't actually CenturyLink people. They're outsourced and they don't have the current information. I says, well, what you told me, their information must be a year and a half old because you put the new Switch in a year and a half ago. How long does it take to get them to understand that I can get 20 MIPS now because it's a fiber optic Switch? So I don't know. Yeah, I used to game a lot, but my Xbox is down, and I'm probably not going to get back into it. But I never did stream one. But I did like some of those games that are like team games. Those were a lot of fun. Really are. No, it's not. There's no excuse for it. And I have tried and tried and tried. I've even tried to call the district manager who's down in the local big town. And every time I call his phone, it says, just call back. He's not available. It's like, yeah, right. He's out to lunch or he's hiding underneath his table. And the thing that's almost as bad as that is I measured, and the local cable company stops about a quarter of a mile from my house, and they won't run the line down to my house. It's like, that's really frustrating. Quarter of a mile ain't nothing. What you looking for, Henry? Please don't chew on the wires, buddy. Yeah, I know you hear it. I can't catch that dog for nothing. Yeah. Actually, I'm surprised I can do as much as I do with real-time data, because with 1.5 MIPS, this should be basically impossible, I would have thought. So, I apologize for the quality, but it's a lot better than it used to be. Yeah, it's not far at all, man. I'd almost pay for the wire if they just give me a connector on the pole. I'd pay for the wire. No, I'm not up late. I'm in lower Alabama, so it's barely 4 o'clock here. But there are a lot of people that are up late. So how's it going, Gary? Is the channel growing, I hope? When I get done with this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to do a short video, because I haven't posted a video in a long time. But this one's going to be about trains. Oh, by the way, if anybody of you guys ever decide to try to film your N-Gage train set with, say, like a Mavic Air, don't do it. I tried that this morning. As soon as I got over the track, it blew all the cars and engines off the track. So, and I had it like 6 feet above the track. Nah, it didn't do any good. Well, actually, I guess it wasn't 6 feet. It was more like 4 feet. Yep, more like 4 feet. Yep, Sweet Home Alabama. We sing that tune every time we cross the border coming home. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. I used to hop trains when I was an idiot growing up. One train cured me of that, though. We lived in a town where the marshaling yard was downtown, obviously, and the trains would come by our house going into town really, really slow to go into the marshaling yard. Hey, Ed, how's it going? And what we'd do is we'd jump on that train and ride it down to go watch the movies. And then usually our parents would pick us up at the movies thinking we had walked downtown. But one day they didn't show up to pick us up, so we hopped the train going out from downtown to the house. There was just one problem. The train didn't slow down going by the house. It sped up as it was leaving the marshaling yard, and it got to where it was so fast we couldn't jump off. 60 miles later, it ended up in Binghamton, New York, and we got off and made a collect call home. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I got the shaving strap that day. Nothing wrong with classic rock. Yeah, I wish I could find a N-Gage train that had a camera, because I think that would be really cool to run it around the track. I wouldn't even be able to take it around this track because the trestle that it goes over, if it was a cube camera even, it's not going to make it. Oh, I know what. I could probably buy a flatbed and put the cube camera on the flatbed and film as it goes around the track. That would probably work. So, Ed, how are things going, big guy? Yeah, the dogs are going to play the Tide, man. That is true. Yeah, he needs to be concerned because they don't have a running game from what I've seen in the last couple games. So I don't know. You can never tell with big games like that, though, Ed. We still got to play Auburn in the Iron Bowl. I don't care if Auburn hasn't won a game all year long. They can still beat us when they go to when the Iron Bowl comes up. I wish they'd still play that dang thing in the field in Montgomery. I can't think of the name of it right now. It wasn't National. Yeah, either that or I could take a little tiny strip of Velcro and glue it there. Or double-sided tape would work, yeah. Really thin double-sided tape would hold it because the train's not going that fast. It's not going to generate that many lateral G's when it goes around a turn. Okay, Nordic. That's cool. Thank you. So, Ed, you're going to drink a toast to Stan Lee? Yeah, that is quite the rival. I'm here to tell you, we sweat that one every year. I don't care if we're undefeated like we are this year or not. When it comes to Auburn, you never know what's going to happen. Yeah. Tell you though, man, 95 is a pretty good number to go out on, I think. Imagine what that man has seen in his life. Yeah. They say he passed earlier today at the age of 95. Some of the channels are already drinking toasts to him, so I went in and dropped them a like. I don't drink, so unless you want me to toast him with tea, I can do that. But that's it, buddy. That's about as dark as it gets. Only one time a year do I drink Jack Daniels. Yep, sure I'm going to miss him. Yes, indeedy. Yep, I've never smoked either. Tried one time in ninth grade. Yep, ninth grade, because it was my first year of public school. Down under a bridge, Marlboro. Yeah, thank you. About gagged on it. Never touched another one. Of course, now in college, I used to take a pipe and just fill it with a little bit of tobacco and light it up and just let it sit there and smoke. Try and keep me awake. Of course, I probably breathed enough of that in to probably do some damage. See if I can get. Hopefully, you won't hear this. I just want to see if my whistle works. Not bad. J and C, are you guys still in here? Well, you never know, Ed. I just the thing I dislike about it the most, the most of the people I have met that have talked about how they need to quit, and they all go back to the way they started, and it was peer pressure. And I'm sorry, starting stuff out just because everybody else does it is not the right way to live life. And it's cost me a couple friends over time. Yep. But that to me is just, I would never force anybody to do something just to be my friend. And that's what a lot of folks have told me. That's how they got started. So, hey, nothing again. I mean, if people want to do it, they can do it. It just has never made any sense to me. Drone pool is in the house. Did you get that grandson of yours rescued, my friend? Dan the man. Sorry I don't have your shirt on, buddy, but I've been out shopping, and I kind of keep your shirt for just this occasion, just getting online, and didn't feel like putting it on over all these clothes. Dan, would you like to come in? I think we can handle two. Yeah, I'll bet he cooled off, huh? If you've got snow, you're a lot colder than I am. We got up to 56 today, and that's cool for us. Yeah, and I respect all my friends that do. I've never, got down on anybody. Okay, Dan. Well, have a good dinner. What you having, buddy? I think I'm having chicken soup, which is good. My wife makes a killer chicken soup. But to me, it's just not quite cold enough out yet to be eating hot soups. Well, thank you. We try to keep it laid back, and we talk just about anything. So, Dan, now that you've finished that last drone, is that what, number 5 you've built? Yeah, soup, yeah. I'll tell you, my mama used to make a killer beef stew with barley in it and stewing beef. Oh, man. I wish I had her recipe because I could sure go for some of that right now. That would be good. Only number 3. Okay, I thought you built more than that. I haven't checked on the status of my Tyro. You know, they dropped the price on it. Well, it went back up after the 11th. But they dropped the price back down to the original $99 for the first couple of days in November. So I scarfed one up. I may never build it, but I scarfed it up anyway. That's a side. Yeah, you're one of those guys like me, Ed. Dinner is a steak and some potatoes. I'll bet you any amount of money. That's what dinner is for you. Of course, now, there have been times when I wouldn't have turned down anything to eat, especially going through SEER training. Oh, God. I thought I was going to die in SEER training. But hey, I can kill, skin, and cook a really good rabbit. But to be honest, I'd sooner just pet one. Yeah, guys, by all means, I keep forgetting to say because I'm not used to doing this, but check everybody out if you can. Hit them up, ring their bell, take care of them. And if you're having fun, you can always hit that like. Yeah, I really wanted to get one of my drones out and fly today, but boy, the weatherman was spot on today. About every 15 minutes, it's like a cow going on a flat rock outside. So I hope the wife gets over to the daughter's house and back before the 15 minutes is up. I don't like her out there in that kind of weather. Yeah, I got to get me some more stuff for my train, I think. This is going to be a nice winter hobby when I can't get out and fly. I know you do, Gary, and it's much appreciated, buddy. It really is. Most everybody does, but we just get in the habit of putting that little message in there. Who was that they had on Canadian this morning? I didn't recognize them. And Val never mentions people's names half the time when she's talking to them, but I didn't recognize him. Which one of our guys was that? Does anybody know? Oh my God, Charlie's Angels is still on TV? You have got to be kidding me. Yep, that's Charlie's Angels. Hmm. Oh, okay. Tech review. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we've ever had him on before. Okay, make it, Wayne. Have a good one. Have a good dinner. I'm going to have to shut down when the wife gets home because I know she's going to want to watch a movie and have dinner. It's my last day off before I go back to work. So I've got a whoop, Ed. I've got a whoop. I'm waiting to pick up some goggles before I fly because the thing is so dang tiny. It gets 20 feet away. You can't tell where it's going anymore. I'm hoping the goggles will help me out with that a little bit. Jacqueline, hello. How are you this fine day? Let me give the pretty lady a nice little denim spanner so nobody accidentally kicks you out. I hear that, man. Well, when I was young, and I mean really young, like way before I ever got out of high school and went in the army and whatnot, I had an HO set that I put up every year for Christmas. It wasn't much. It was a table about the size of the one I got here, and it just kind of went around the table. I also had some, remember the Aurora racing cars? I had them on there, and they interlaced with the train and whatnot. But Mike Thomas gave me the bug back because I was watching his layout, and he has got an awesome layout. But I never thought much about N-Gage until I went to the local hobby store, which we actually have one downtown. I was amazed. He doesn't have much drone stuff yet, but I'm trying to get him into that. But I asked him to show me some N-Gage engines and what they could do. I never believed anything that. I mean, these things are like this big, like that, and about that long, not long at all. And they have sound and lights. It's unbelievable the amount of stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to do much more with this layout until I decide whether or not I'm kind of torn between how the atmosphere in the man cave, because it's not heated, is going to affect the set versus having a bigger set. I think if the bigger set is a fair trade-off, I might just move out there because I've got a huge area out there I could build one in. But for right now, all I've got is a almost 3 foot by 8 foot table, and it's got a nice loop and it's got a offshoot, so it's decent. I'm mainly doing it for my grandson. Yeah, right. I hope I don't burn in hell for that lie. But I do want him to see it at Christmas. I want to have a little bit more stuff going and a little bit more action on it by Christmas time. Yeah, N-Gage stuff is hard to find. I bought an engine shop, and you know how models come and all the parts are on like a big sheet that you have to cut them off of? That thing must have had 10 sheets I had to cut parts off of, so I'm going to be busy gluing quite a bit, I would think. But this all started when somebody sent me an F7 type engine. That's the Erie Lackawanna paint scheme, the old gray with the maroon stripe down the side and the yellow boundary. That's the train I used to ride from Pennsylvania to Bergenfield, New Jersey back in the 60s when my mom never learned how to drive. She never learned how to drive. But we'd hop that train and go see my aunt in Bergenfield. And I so want that train again. So I found the engine, but it doesn't have sound, but it does have DCC capability. So that means I can control it individually. Yeah, I know there's something on the way. Yeah, I know. I caved. I gave in. Okay, Gary, have a good one. Thanks for coming by, bud. Yeah, I wish I had a basement because that's where mine would be. But yeah, down here in the South, everything's built on a slab for the most part. You put money on it. Don't take that bet, Ed. Uh, hey, Andy, how you doing? Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Let me get you a denim spanner there, my friend. Thank you for coming in. If you have time, hit that like. It can't hurt, that's for sure. My goodness, let's see. It's early morning in Australia, isn't it? Or is it late evening? Let's see. Should be like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, shouldn't it? Something like that. Yeah, you're right. ATVs. Uh, we had 2 trains when I was growing up that my dad had put up every year around the tree. One on an inner track and on the outer track. The outer track was mine, and it had the steam engine. You used to put the little tiny smoke pellets down into the thing, and it would puff every time it went around the track. Believe it or not, they have an HO, and not just one. They have HO systems. Broadway Limited sells them, but the Broadway Limited steam engines have a smoke oil cavity, and when you start those engines, it heats up the oil and puffs smoke. But yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I wish I had them, but that all went to my sister. I don't know what she did with them. I know she doesn't put them up around the tree. And by now, one of my nieces or nephews probably has them. Hopefully, they're using them because I don't know if you ever saw one or remember one. They had a little, it was like a little cattle station that sat on the side of the track. And you put the cattle in. If you remember, those would vibrate and the football players would move. The cattle would do that. And when you pulled in with the cattle car, the gates on the cattle car would drop and the vibrator would turn on and all the cattle would go in the car. And when you turned it off, the doors went up and you could drive around the cattle and reverse the process when you came back. I still remembered having that thing, but that was a Lionel. It was awesome. Yeah, I just said it was my grandchild, but I know better. It's for me. He's going to enjoy it, but it's for me. If it was for him, he'd take it when he leaves, but he's not taking it when he leaves. It's mine. Trying to figure out why my train keeps hitting the brakes over there. Oh, here comes the next series of a cow going on a flat rock. I hear it coming. It has done nothing but rain all day. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, what can you do? I want to get an inner loop for this one. Instead of the single bridge, I bought the bridge that has 2 tracks going across it so that I can make an inner loop. Because right now, all I have is the outer loop. Oh, I'll bet it is. I've seen some gorgeous sites out there. I don't think mine's ever going to get to that condition unless I move it out to the man cave and get a much bigger area to work with. Because the this table's just, I mean, it's I've already eaten it up and I've only bought 2 packs of track. That's okay, Nameless. How's everything going? EBR, how you doing? If I missed anybody, I apologize, but chat is really small. And my eyes are really bad. 4 bridges, oh boy. Yeah, I've got 2 little ones that goes over, but they're just barely raised up. I haven't done any kind of construction on this table at all. I'm still debating about how much of that I want to do in this room. Because this thing does take up my room. You take care, Nameless. Yeah, I got to get into videos tonight. While I'm watching the movie that the wife picked up, I'll watch videos at the same time. Try to catch up on some of them. I am way behind on watching. Oh, that's cool. I'm just doing that, guys, so my name's in the chat in case anybody new comes in and wants to lock me in. Yeah, by all means, people, check everybody out and help everybody grow. If you haven't already gotten Gary Foster, scroll back up through the chat and see if he's still listed there. And let me see. Yep, I can just barely get back to him. And then it runs out. The Irish Train Guy. Hey, buddy. Hang on a second. Let me get you a spanner. I'm going to have to turn this a little bit, Irish. I don't have much yet, but I want you to see something. I'm getting started. Not much. Yeah, tell Mike Thomas, thanks a lot for giving me the bug. You know, it's definitely interesting. I tell you, the best thing I've got was that right there, Irish. I am absolutely loving playing with this. I have got to get me some more DCC with sound engines. And to be honest, I have looked, Irish, for probably close to a year for a big boy. I would have loved to have had a Broadway Limited, but I can't afford them. But Athearn stopped making it. And yesterday I stumbled onto a web store, not eBay or Amazon, but an actual web store that had one Athearn big boy left in stock. And I scarfed that puppy up. I can't wait to see that puppy when it gets here. Yeah, eBay has them. A lot of times they're used, and I wanted a new one, and this was new in the box. But with DCC and sound, the only thing it doesn't have, and I didn't know they made it till after I bought this one, they actually make them where the coal dissipates as the engine goes. I imagine it's probably like on a little platform, and the platform probably screws down or something as the engine goes longer and longer and longer. That would be really cool. I had no idea they made something like that. Yep, everybody check everybody out, man. Thank you for coming in. I wasn't sure anybody would come this late in the day. I'm not usually around this time of the day doing anything. I'm usually still at work or just on my way home from work in the car. I'm going to try to get a little picture of my little tiny setup later on. You back?
No, I'm just still on the road.
You are a smart ass.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's the same. It's the same engine.
It's because the lights on.
Well, oh, the lights are on? Anyway.
No, the lights on top.
The lights on what? Oh. Well,
it didn't start raining again like crazy until I hit the chicken plant. So.
Yeah, it was just a few minutes ago, and now it's gone already. There's the other.
It's still out there.
There's the other lights. You've seen those.
Yeah, I have.
And there's the whistle. You ready to eat? No?
Whenever you are ready, I'm going to be full for a while.
Why?
Because I ate a lot.
You didn't eat any more than I did.
3 tacos and some rice. I'll be full for a while.
Okay, say 5 o'clock then.
If you want to.
Okay.
We need to put the movie on too, because they're going to be calling me at 7:30 and I want to be
Okay, 5 o'clock. I'll be out. That's the better half, guys. Yet it's not much of a set yet, Irish, but it's getting there. I'm debating about whether or not to. I don't think it would ruin this table completely if I tried to do some ballasting on the table to make it look better. I do have a lot of questions that I need to get answered by the hobby store, though. Yeah, go check out Irish Train. If you like anything to do with trains, he's got some good stuff. We all about everything in here. We do trains, we do drones, we do FPV drones, which are quads, actually. I ain't going to get into that debate right now. We even do some cooking, because I've been to some cooking shows. Yeah, you have to. Happy wife, happy life. That's it, Ed. You got that one right. Yes, indeedy. You got that one right. Well, I'm going to park this thing on the bridge, I think. But yeah, Irish, if you're still here, this thing, boy, it's awesome. I'm so glad it came with the set that I got. Okay, let me speed this guy up a little bit. Turn off his light. And do an emergency stop on top of the bridge. There we go. Okay. Oh, yes. You got that right. Yeah, first I want to make sure I've got the track the way I want it. I'm not unhappy with the way it is right now, but I've seen some layouts that I like better that I think will fit on this table. Yeah, well, the dogs are ahead of me, buddy. All 9 of them. There you go. Yeah, you need to stay off the tracks. A lot of people don't realize that. Yeah, it's a whole lot easier in the end if you do it that way, Ed. Guarantee you. You only got one. Well, I'll tell you what, 2 ATVs. If you go over to my channel, I don't know what the name of the video is because I didn't used to be very good at naming them. But I have a video that introduces you to all 9 of them. Every last one. Some of them aren't on very long because they're not very cooperative. Then there's always Henry. He's the star of the show when he shows up. He's our puppy. Yeah, that's kind of stupid, personally. One thing to put your drone out there over that, I guess, but if you're going to stand on the tracks, boy, it better be a slow, slow, slow train. Yeah, well, we have, let me think now, 1, 2, 3, 9 we bought. The rest are rescues. Not big conies, little brains. There you go, buddy. Yeah, standing there with goggles, and you better hope the train or engineer sees you if he comes, because you you might not ever hear it. You'd be wearing wings before you knew it. Well, if you go that direction, being that stupid, you might just go the other direction. Oh. Yeah, you got that right, Nordic. uh, yeah, I don't even know if I'd be out there messing with that, you know. But I don't imagine you could. Well, you could hurt a train, I guess. That's a possibility. But I think I know who would win the collision, and it wouldn't be the FPV drone or quad. Oh, she's driving a Pinto. Don't hit it from the rear. Oh, Lord. Well, that's what I was trying to do yesterday, guys. I was trying to make a little bit of a funny video because I'm always telling people I would love to fly a bridge, an old trestle bridge with my DJI drones. I would love to be near one someday and fly one with a drone. Not, I don't FPV yet, but so I figured, oh, I'll just start the train, start them around the track, and start the drone, pick it up, and fly over the bridge. Well, little did I think that from an altitude of 4 feet, that Mavic 2 blew every one of those trains off the track, to include the engines. And one of them I have a, I think it's Southern Pacific. It's 2 cars with trucks, which means the center truck is articulating cabs or articulating cars, and it hit the ground and I figured it out. But boy, it was not easy to get together and get to stay together. Oh yeah, they've got cameras. One of my uncles uh, was an engineer for many years. He went from Syracuse, New York, all the way down the East Coast into, I guess, Miami, wherever the farther south the rail goes. You know, some of the stories he used to tell. You don't stop a train. it don't. It's not like a car. Something jumps out in front of you. You just don't slam on the brakes and not hit it. You're in Virginia, beautiful state. Oh, I'd love to be up there flying those trees right about now. Hope they still have color. Oh, we still got time. I promise you I'll be done by. Hey, Kev, welcome. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. I got about a half an hour left. Then I got to go eat dinner and watch a couple movies with the wife. William Graham Clater. I will try that sometime. Hang on a second. I'll never remember that. But what I can do, and I think it will come out, if I go like that. Oh, hang on. Let me make sure I can read it. Yep, I sure can. That's what phones are for. One piece of modern technology I like is phones. Yeah, I just got a notification that I'm on live. Oh, that's right. That's Dick Jane. Ah. Everybody support everybody now. If you haven't got somebody, get in there and snap up and ring their bell. Drone Life, howdy. How's it going, buddy? Oh, Sean, I missed you coming in, buddy. Hey, thanks for handling my load tomorrow morning, man. I usually get on about 6:30. I know you come on sometimes even earlier than that, so come on as early as you want and stay on until the hub comes up and they run. But I appreciate you doing that because I've got to get gas on the way in, so I'm not even going to get there till almost 6:40, and I've got to teach at 7 o'clock. So I'm kind of stuck. But you'll have fun doing it. I know you will. I appreciate it, bud. Oh, Lordy. Charlie's Angels. So funny. So, Ed, you got any money on the Georgia Alabama or game there, buddy, with your friend from Georgia? All I know is I hope it's a good game. I'm glad that we beat Mississippi by more than one touchdown because if we'd only beaten them 7-0, all you would have heard about was that fumble that they missed and how we won the game. Now, take away the fumble, still would have been 14-0 because they didn't do anything hardly all night. Haven't bet with them yet, huh? Okay. That game's what? New Year's Eve? New Year's Day? Something like that? Yep. He makes as much noise parked as he makes moving, so I'll just let him keep moving. Yeah, good luck with that Drone Life. Okay, it's December 1st. Okay. Okay, now there's three topics we're not going to discuss in here anymore: sports, politics, and religion. Okay, because down here in the SEC, we take our sports entirely too seriously. Okay, Sean, have a good one. Yeah, I'll try to stop in the AM, but I won't be able to stay. I may be able to log in and leave it run, but I don't even know if I'm going to have time to do that. Take care, Sean. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by, buddy. Thanks for working for me in the morning. And anybody that thinks it isn't work hasn't ever done it. Okay, why is that thing still? Oh. Oh, Lord. Irish, are you still in here? Maybe he left. Y'all are speaking Greek to me. And that's okay. I understand they're ATVs, but I wouldn't know one from the other. All I know is they got wheels and they got engines, and you sit on them and they go really good. Oh, you're kidding. You don't have internet at home? Desi, what you doing? You come here? Come see me? Come there, babe. Come here. Come on my lap. No? Okay. Bye. It was rescue number 7. That's what we should have named them instead of giving them names. Should have just called them rescue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Or dog 1 through 9. Be nice, Ed. But you're true. All the internet in the world ain't going to help Georgia win. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's bad when you have to give something up like that when you move. Ooh, how much snow have you got, Kev? Oh, I got you. Yeah. But watch out. Who are you going to get your satellite through, Drone Life? Who's talking crap about Georgia? I like Georgia. Just they play Alabama. Local provider. Okay. The reason I ask is the only one I can get here that's not like way overpriced is HughesNet, but even they cap. And we could try that, man. I'd be up for that. I don't know if I could get the wife to sit back here and watch the game though, because this is where my internet is set up. If I try to do it through the wireless, it won't work. No, we could do just about anybody. I don't know how many people will Hangouts hold. Oh, Ed, you're nuts, but it's a good kind of nuts, buddy. Oh, man. I missed my little counter. I used to have a counter that told me how long the stream had been running, but you don't get that with Hangouts, evidently. But Hangouts doesn't give you a double vision and green slime down the bottom. 4 or more. Okay. 4 or more. We'll try it out sometime. Ah. Yeah, they probably wouldn't like you trying to live stream in there. Yeah, my bandwidth's crappy, buddy. Let me tell you. I've had 2 in, or well, 1 additional person in so far, and that was okay. But yeah, I don't have a lot of push. Maybe someday. Well, train, you are going to be parked here in a second, because you are driving me nuts. And there we go. She is parked. Easy, Ed. Down, boy. Down. Ah. Flyer, FPV. Ooh. You're looking kind of gray there, buddy. Let me get you some denim. Give you a denim spanner. There you go. Yeah, still going. I got about 15 minutes, and then I've got to go watch a movie and have some dinner. And then maybe after the movie and dinner, if I have time, I'm going to do a real short video with my iPad. Well, let me see. If I use my iPad, I won't be able to get it to my... maybe I'll do it with the IBM or do it with the GoPro and download it that way. That'll work. GoPro will work. John C., hello. Is John C. from Portugal, Ed? Or is Baduga in the house? I'm still trying to get a rough idea where most people are from, but don't matter. Once I get the rough idea, I'll forget it within a couple of days. Oh, cool. I'll bet that was interesting. Did it come out pretty good, Drone Pool? Flyers from Portugal. Okay. I'll try to remember that somehow. But don't count on it. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'm going to have to try that. So basically, she just mixed up the cornbread mix, and instead of baking it, she just put it in the waffle iron and basically made a waffle out of it. Yeah, I got to get our tree up. I like it up by Thanksgiving. And that's just a week away. Ah, you're cheating, Ed. That's not fair. That's downright cheating, but that's an excellent idea. Yes, indeed. Have a good night, TVs. Pretty good, John C. I'm fixing to have to shut it down in about 10 minutes because I've got my marching orders, 5 o'clock's dinner and a movie. And I'm not going to argue with that because I'm getting hungry. Excuse me. Homemade chicken soup tonight. And I tell you what, my wife makes a killer chicken soup. I'm not much of a soup person. But she cooks up some of those nice chicken tenderloins, puts them in the soup, cuts them up nice, carrots and celery and oh, I'm getting hungry just talking about it. But it's some really good stuff. Really, it is. Chili's good too. Chili is good. Stew's good. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. It's pretty rainy, and well, for down here, it's cold. It's 50 something degrees out. Going to get down in the 40s tonight. Plus, I was out in the rain a lot trying to feed the outside animals. So I got kind of wet and pretty much dried out now, but I don't want to get sick from it. So a night internal warm up of soup was in order. It'll work out good. Hmm. 41. Yeah, you about like we are. Where are you at, John C? Oh, cool. You're making me hungry, guys. I'm going to have to remember to ask Schrody the next time he's in what the gula soup is like in his area. I used to go all over Germany, every place, every state that you went to in Germany, the way they made their gula soupa was different. Some places was like a beef stew, other places was like a chili, and everywhere in between. But none of them were bad. They were all delicious. Now you're going after my wife, there, buddy. That's what she likes is broccoli and cheese. Kentucky, okay. On the Cincinnati side of Kentucky or down there on the Tennessee side? Well, good. She'll be happy you eat all that food. It's awesome, but it's still a side. There's my steak and potato man. Yes, indeed. You guys are all so much fun. I'm here. I really enjoy y'all coming in. I'm sorry I can't keep up with the chat as much as I would like. It's hard to read sometimes. I don't either. Now, if you steam the veggies and you keep them crisp, I'll eat them all day long. But when you boil them and they get all soft, I just don't like that feeling. I just don't like it. Yeah, something in between raw and soft. A little bit of a crisp to them. Stir fry is excellent at doing that. A good stir fry will get beans and everything else exactly like I like them. I got to cook a 23 for church. I hope I get some of it. And if any of y'all have never fried a turkey, you really need to do it at least once in your life and see the taste difference between that and roasted or baked or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's kind of where I got the idea. Kidder, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Won't be on much longer. I've got to go eat, but you're welcome. I'll get you a denim wrench. Yeah. Matter of fact, when I opened this channel, I changed my name. I told folks that's the thing I was thinking of. I wouldn't say retired. I just don't work full time anymore. I'm still certified and still a reserve. And since you asked, that means you've never seen my explanation. Since I'm not a cop, I carry a star. So that's where the star cop came from. And 97 is the year I graduated from the Montgomery Police Academy, Montgomery, Alabama. So that's where I came up with the name. It's been out there ever since I used to troll the internet looking for things. Central Kentucky. So you're right in the middle between both those places I mentioned. I thought you were talking about how you liked your veggies. I'm sorry. See how things can get misconstrued in my brain? Get all jumbled up. And I come up with the wrong answer. It's just the way it goes. Oh, no problem. I know it's our Lord works in mysterious ways. The wife and I have been for years trying to find the right church. We moved out here 8 years ago and kept looking and looking. And one day we both at different times came by a little church that's about a mile north of here. And we come by it every time on our way home. We said, how about we go check them folks out? And we walked in there, and it's like walking into your family. It's just amazing. Small church. We very seldom have more than 50 people at a service. But one of the things they were looking for was somebody to provide security during church so the bad things don't happen. And the night they had the security brief, the guy that came in and gave the brief used to be my lieutenants that was over me, because I was never an officer in the sheriff's department. I was just a deputy and an investigator. And he goes, well, you got all the security you need right there. And I said, I wish you hadn't said that. And they said, what do you mean? He says, he's a deputy right there. I guarantee you he's packing right now. And I had never told them that I pack in church, but they were happy about it. I was worried they'd be upset. So anyway, that's what I get to do now. That and occasionally go to a ball game or something like that and provide internal security for the high school football games and things like that. Make sure nobody hurts young men and women that go to the games for fun. Okay, guys, it is like 2 minutes before, and I promised would shut down no later than 5. I'm super happy y'all came in. I think we had a pretty good time. And y'all have a great night, and God bless. I'll see you around the web. Don't forget the hub in the morning. They should be down in the new setting by then. I'll try to get there, but it won't be when they first come on. It'll probably be more around when they almost get ready to shut down. Oh yeah, I did. I drove an unmarked car for a long time. Yep. Yep. But you know, some people are just brain dead. It don't matter whether it's marked or not. Because nowadays our cars have what they call ghost marking. It's on there, but you can't really see it unless you get just the right amount of light in just the right place. And I had a Durango when I left, and it was completely marked, but it didn't have a light bar. All the lights were inside, all LEDs on the inside. And you'd be surprised the stupid things people will still do with all that marking on the car. They'll still do it. So anyway, you guys have a good one. God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow sometime. I just don't know when. I won't be on in the morning. Kind of watch out for Sean's stream. That's Mr. Crawley. He's going to be doing my stream for me in the morning because I have to work. And by the time I get to work, I won't be able to stream for more than 4 or 5 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. So kind of support Sean tomorrow morning, and we'll see you all around. Take care.